The Sox are back home in Boston after a successful road trip that saw the Red Sox go 4-2, but now they try to figure out how to win consistently at Fenway. That's eluded them so far. Sox playing game number 50 tonight against the Minnesota Twins. Very pleasant Friday evening, everybody. Dave O'Brien alongside Lou Merloni. Alana Rizzo joining us as well. I knew this place got really, really classy all of a sudden. Red Sox have become a good road team. They're 14-13 after the sweep in Kansas City. Now try to figure out how to win here.
Well, you're right. On the road, they're kind of what we hoped they were, especially offensively. Now, whether it's middle of the pack, whatever you want to be, look at some of the averages here. You look at runs scored. They're 7th in all of baseball on the road. Home runs, middle of the pack. All the numbers are good, but then you come home at Fenway Park and you're 29th. You have one of the worst records in all of baseball at home. You don't score any runs. You don't hit any home runs. You don't slug. Now you got an opportunity here in this homestand to turn that around, and they're going to have to. And it starts here tonight against Minnesota.
Chill Under Pressure presented by Grillo's Pickles. Find us chilling in the refrigerated section. Peyton Tolley coming off a terrific outing against Atlanta in Atlanta. That is no easy task. Tonight taking on Minnesota for the first time in his career. It's game number 1 on tap. That's next on NESN. Area Audi dealer today by WB Mason. Get free next day business delivery from your local hometown team. By Nissan. Shop NissanUSA.com today. Payne's Patio, making your outdoor space the best it can be. And by BuyAToyota.com. For offers not seen on TV, visit BuyAToyota.com. Sox and the Twins, game 1 of 3 as this homestand gets underway. As it gets underway, we say a big hello to the great Alana Rizzo joining us on the sideline. Alana, great to see you've got news on Trevor Story and surgery, huh?
I do. Great to be with you guys as well. Don't worry, everybody. Jemiah is back on Tuesday. Trevor Story elected to have surgery on the sports hernia instead of just allowing it to rest. I had a conversation with him earlier today, and he said the risk of playing on it was only going to make it worse. He also said the 2 months that he tried to play on it, the recovery took a long time, and it was really affecting him, guys, both mentally and physically. He felt the best way to get back quicker was to have it surgically repaired. His manager, Chad Tracy, spoke about the decision earlier today.
I won't put a timeline on it. I mean, he's going to be down for a while. It's the easiest way to say it now. There's like, it could, range depending on how he responds and reacts to it, but he's going to be down for a while. We proactively started getting Marcelo some work there this past week in Kansas City. So tentatively planning right now, maybe getting him out there Sunday. There's a little bit more workflow wants to do with him, but I definitely think you'll see more of him there. Does that mean he'll play there every single day? Maybe not, but we're definitely going to explore that.
And guys, playing shortstop is certainly nothing new to Marcelo Meyer. He came up at that position as a prospect. In 2025, he had 2 appearances there at the big league level. Nothing so far in 2026, but certainly, as you heard Chad Tracy talk about, he's been working at shortstop in terms of taking ground balls. We spoke to him earlier today, too. He said, I can play shortstop, obviously, if they need me to play short, if they need me to play second, whatever the team needs me to do. Exactly what you want to hear from your young infielder. Well, coming up, Peyton Tolley takes the ball and his 2.05 ERA going up against the Minnesota Twins for the first time in his career. And obviously, we're going to have a conversation with the DH, Andrew Monasterio. We'll talk to him coming up next. Inside Fenway Park, getting ready to get this one going. Andrew Monasterio joining me now. What is the best way to get the offense going at home? How do you play better here?
I think execute our plan. We have our meeting before, and I think our key is execute our plan and be aggressive and try to do damage. Okay,
now you have been the DH 7 times this season. How do you get ready for that position?
So I didn't do much before, but so I'm ready for whatever, Chad asked me, so play whatever. So they bring me here for being utility. If they need me in the DH today, I'm going to be my best to help the team win.
I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys.
Alana, thank you very much. A look at the Twins lineup tonight. Here for game 1, Byron Buxton at the top. He's their DH, and he has been crushing it. 15 home runs. Lee Martin Bell. Gonzalez is the youngster making his major league debut, and Jackson the catcher in the 9th spot.
Red Sox starting pitchers presented by BuyAToyota.com. The 23-year-old Peyton Tolley coming off an outstanding effort out in Atlanta. He's 2-2 with a 2.05 ERA. You see that whip well under 1. Comes at you with that power fastball, 96.1 on average. Sinker cutter. See if he's got that curveball here tonight and a little show me change at times. Defensively for the Red Sox, presented by Car Shield. Caleb Durbin's back at third base with Sogard and Meyer up the middle. Contreras at first. The outfield left to right. Duran, Rafaela, and Abreu with Carlos Narvaez doing the catching.
Umpires tonight presented by M&T Bank. Ryan Willis is behind the plate. Jen Powell is the umpire at first. Will Little at second. Ryan Additon at third. We're available. Telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your TV remote. SAP brought to you by Toyota Certified Used Vehicles. Nice night. Weather forecast 61 degrees, mostly cloudy. We are set for game 1. Great to be back home, and Tolley's first one is fouled away by Buxton as we get started.
Well, Peyton Tolley really impressive that last outing against Atlanta because he did it without the strikeouts, right? 8 innings, struck out 3, pitched to contact. Mainly the 3 power fastballs that he has.
He loves to pitch at Fenway. 97 with that fastball. Yeah, I really thought it was his best outing as a member of the Red Sox. I mean, went the longest it ever gone, but that's against a premier lineup that scores a ton of runs. And he was fabulous.
You know, I love the second pitch of the game and hit out of the ballpark, Drake Baldwin. And he just kept pounding the zone, didn't run from it.
85 pitches to go 8 innings against the Braves. Here comes the 1-2 to Buxton. He got him. Put him away. 98 miles an hour. Nice way to begin your evening. Striking out their best hitter.
Yeah, it was a good sinker down and away. A really good movement. Then right back to his money. 98, top of the zone. Got the good one here tonight.
Brooks Lee, the third baseman, 248 with 5 home runs. Game number 50 for the Sox. They come in 22 and 27, but they have won 4 of the last 5. They're 10 and 8 in May. 20 and 19 going back to April 7th. And he's bringing it. 98 again. 0-2 quickly on Lee.
4-seam fastball's been so dominant. Guys are hitting 91 against it. 5 for 55.
Looking for back-to-back Ks. He gets it. 98 with the four-seamer. He comes out roaring. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Keep that heater on top of the zone. He's gotten hurt a little bit. But when it gets down to that knee-thigh area, that's a ball Baldwin hit off of him. But when you get up top like that with that elite extension he has, man, it's tough to catch up to.
Austin Martin, the center fielder, will take a ball. So in 18 games in the month of May, the Red Sox lead the American League with a 2.56 ERA. And in 13 of those games, they've allowed the opponent 2 earned runs or less. Pop down the line into foul territory, but out of the range of anybody.
You normally look at those numbers and so you're probably better than 10 and 8, right? We know what the struggles are. It's offensively, but that 10 and 8 record, by the way, is the 4th best record in the AL. Like, that just tells you where the AL is, right? You have a good couple of weeks, and next thing you know, you're leading playoffs, right? Wild cards.
Got a real shot.
10 and 8's the 4th best record.
1-1 on Martin. He'll take it up top. Well, hand in hand with that, the Red Sox are leading the majors in defensive runs saved with 45. And the 2-1. A little rattler to first base. Up with that is Contreras. Offense has been the major problem at Fenway. Red Sox trying to solve that puzzle when we come back. Up on this Friday, brought to you by Plymouth Rock. Jaron Duran, who has been smoking it. Rafael in the 2 spot, then Abreu, Contreras, Monasterio the DH. Sogard at short. Meyer at second. Looks like Marcelo may very well play shortstop on Sunday. We shall see. Red Sox taking on a very tough lefty. Connor Prelip 1-2 with a 288 earned run average. And he's a good one.
Yeah, you mentioned the 25-year-old's throwing the ball really well here for the Twins. See that whip? That's under 129 strikeouts in just 25 innings. His Arsenal presented by WB Mason. See that slider? He leads with it. It's a really good one with that four-seam slider, around 95 to 96. Got a little curveball, changeup, and sinker.
2-0 to Duran, in there for a strike. Jaron's last couple of games in Kansas City, he was unstoppable. Went 4 for 8, 2 homers, 5 RBIs. Go-ahead 2-run homer in the 7th on Wednesday. Also had a triple. Tuesday, a 3-run homer, a double. He walked twice. Was on base 4 times. And that's just the offensive end.
Yeah, he had a great road trip, and defensively making highlight reel catches out there in Kansas City especially.
Foul that back on a 95-mile-an-hour four-seamer.
Just kind of reminds you how important he is. He wears, you notice that little wristband too. Trevor Story 10. Boy's on the IL, but he's been wearing it now for a few games, at least on the road trip. It's been working.
It's been magic. 3-2. And he's on again. He'll take ball 4.
Check out the Twins defense. Across the infield, Brooks Lee. He's going to be at third base with Kreidler and Keyshaw up the middle. Josh Bell at first. The outfield left to right. Gonzalez, Martin Clemens, and Alex Jackson doing the catching.
Cedon checking in at 287 with 4 home runs. Zipped in there for a strike. You mentioned Trevor's Story. Our very best goes out to Trevor. He's one of the best guys you're going to meet in baseball. Take my word for that. Tough situation for him the first 5 or 6 weeks, and now surgery. That one down the right field line. Clemens will close on it. Makes a good play up against the sidewall. Back to first goes Duran. 1 man gone. And Abreu next.
Cedon looking up and looking out there, wondering what you're doing there. Why are you playing me down the line? The reality is that he's using the whole field more. He's had a few over there, so they see that as well out in right field. Done a nice job hitting it the other way, but Clemens was there to get him.
They don't miss much up here. Nice moment with the Rocket, Roger Clemens, and his son in the pregame. Roger threw out the ceremonial first pitch. Son caught that. They posed for photographs around home plate.
A lot of father-son moments. We had Chad Epperson, his son Drew, out in Kansas City, exchange lineup cards.
That was terrific.
It was.
Very, very sweet. As that one is in there for a called strike, as Chad Tracy said before the game, he was talking with Adam Peller on the pregame. He said, we kept it quiet. That was in the works for days on that road trip.
Yeah, Epperson didn't know.
The 0-2 from Prelip. High fly, dead away center, backing up Martin, still backing up to the wall. It is off the wall. Durant taking off, hitting third. He's trying to score. Here he comes, and he is in without a throw to the plate. Wilyer Abreu finding the wall in straight center, and the Red Sox strike first here tonight, 1-0.
Well, that was a really good sign there from Wilyer Abreu, who fell behind. Again, lefty on lefty. I mean, he has been unstoppable this year. He gets a little spinner. I love the fact he stays on it, uses the middle of the field. You know, he's been swinging it, but the extra bases haven't been there. Only 3 in the last 20 games. So it's nice to see him drive this baseball. Of course, Duran's speed gets you on the board.
Yeah, you're right. A lot of hits. The extra base hits. We'll see if those are coming. 54 hits. He's number 8 in the American League. And Duran makes them pay for ball 4. And that'll bring up Contreras at 269 with 10 home runs.
Martin going back. Just no chance. It was too high for him. Duran got the second base, read it off the wall, and able to score.
So Wilson trying to pick up another RBI. He's sitting at 30. And when the Red Sox do score first, they're 17-7. Trying to do a lot more of that at Fenway from here on out. 0-1. That one smoked. That one is back toward the wall, very high up there. That'll drive in another run. Abreu will touch home. It bounces away from Martin. Touching second, heading for third. Contreras. The relay throw will not be made. And he goes diving into third. And that is the 1,000th hit of his career. And how about getting it done on that swing? And he would like the baseball. Indeed, he should. Great moment for him.
How do you not love the emotion that this guy plays with? You see him hit triple in the first inning here in May. I love it. Ricochets off that wall. You love watching him play. It's another big run.
Red Sox pounce 2-0. Filed away by Monasterio. So 1,000 career hits for Wilson Contreras on a triple. He's had 2 of these in the last few days.
It's nice to see the Red Sox actually hitting the wall, right? Green monster, center field, left field, whatever. Big hop. The minute that ball got over Martin's head, you kind of felt like he would try to get that triple. Right around here, he's got to get a little extra in the tank.
Boy, he's become a triples factory. He had 1 triple since 23.
I mean, look at this reaction. Trying to fire up the boys. What do you think?
And then the baseball as the souvenir. Love that. Infield in. 1 down. A chopper over third, and another run will score. Contreras is in on a base hit by Monasterio. Well, the Red Sox are carrying all that good stuff off the road trip right back to Fenway.
You got 3 runs in the first. I mean, that alone. I mean, it had to wake up at some point at Fenway Park. Right? Monasterio gets on top of this little breaking ball. You're the worst team in baseball at your home ballpark. You don't score any runs. You don't slug. You have a bad record. You had a feeling it has to start turning at some point.
Yeah.
And getting 3 here is a nice start.
The 3rd time all year the Red Sox have had this many runs in the first inning. Monasterio punching one on a chopper over Lee's head. So a walk, a double, a triple, a base hit. Red Sox off to the races 3-0 against Minnesota. Still only 1 down as we check out tonight's home run odds presented by FanDuel. Nick Sogard wants to get in on it, hitting .286, no home runs. Fly into center, shallow. That's dropping. That's going to fall in. Monasterio heading into third and stopping there. Nick Sogard floating a base hit. First and third with 1 down.
Well, this is a lot more fun.
This is a lot more fun. Kidding?
They're dropping in everywhere. Balls are going over outfielders' heads. Now you're dropping them in front. And this kid Prelib was coming into this game throwing the ball really well for the Twins right now.
2.88 ERA. It's up to 3.91 now. Marcelo Meyer at second base tonight. 221. 2 home runs. Trying to keep the line moving here. That is 4 consecutive base runners to reach against the lefty. Drive that one into center field. Backing up, it's Martin to make the catch, but that'll score a run. Monasterio will tag. He is in. 4-0 Red Sox. Fans are still coming into the ballpark. Not everyone's found their seats yet. The Red Sox lead 4-0.
That's nice too. Under the radar, a little Marcelo Meyer versus a lefty. Right, and he gets a breaking ball up and drives the ball, hits this ball well on the left, something he can get in center field, rather something he can get up in the air. Got the job done, get that 4th run in.
Well, it began with Jarren Duran taking ball 4. Your leadoff man getting on again, which he's doing consistently. Narvaez now the 8th man to hit in the bottom of the first inning for the Red Sox, who lead at 4-0. And a fly ball into right. Clemens on approach will make the catch. Terrific start tonight. 4-0. Red Sox leading the Twins after 1.
And Peyton Tolley, 4 runs of support. 4-0 over the Minnesota Twins in the top of the second inning. Some roster moves earlier today. They selected veteran right-hander Tyron Guerrero to the Major League Baseball roster from AAA. 35-year-old posted a 9.2 ERA over 15 appearances, holding opponents to a 191 batting average. They also made the move to option right-hander Zach Kelly to Worcester after he posted a 3.31 ERA in 17 appearances with the Sox. They also transferred righty Cutter Crawford to the 60-day IL as he continues to recover from right wrist surgery. Obi?
Alana, thank you very much. Guerrero has been in the big leagues before a little bit with San Diego and Miami. Fouled away here by Josh Bell, underway in the second inning. By the way, the first time all season the Red Sox have scored 4 runs in the first inning as they jump on Minnesota.
It was glorious.
It was glorious. Fouled back by Bell, and it's 0-2. Sure was.
The emotion of that guy. It's just contagious. Very important for this club, not just on the field.
He brings that every single day. He has been spectacular defensively over there, but he's been the Red Sox RBI guy. 0-2. Left it downstairs.
There's a lot of good things in that inning. You know, without a home run, right? But Abreu, 2-strike. Slider hits a double against the lefty. Continues to damage him.
Shot past first base and down the line. Abreu over to dig it out along the side fence. That'll be a base hit for Bell. And he becomes the Twins' first base runner tonight.
Look like a little excuse me on the curveball. Look at that swing. Whoop. Little carve special. Abreu just takes his time. You don't want to mess with that ball. Right? Be patient. Just catch it and get it in. Get weird down the corner.
Well, here's the 22-year-old Gabriel Gonzalez as he checked his swing on the first pitch he saw in the big leagues. Major league debut here tonight. He was acquired from Seattle in the Jorge Polanco trade, and all he did was hit at 3 different levels last year. He batted .329 in their system, and this year 8 home runs at AAA.
Yeah, he saw those numbers in AAA. Maybe not great, right? .216, but his last 6 he went 11 for 21, .524 batting average, and they're like, okay, we're good. Brought him up.
2-0.
We gotta get back on here, right? You were just given 4 runs. Well, nothing single to Bell, but you fall behind now 3-0.
Trying to get back in the count here, the 3-0. And will be ball 4. So base hit and a walk as we take a look at the Blue Moon bright spot. Starting pitching the ranks in the month of May. We've talked about this with the Red Sox throwing the ball so well. Among the starters, bullpen has also been really, really good. Red Sox bullpen, 2.98 ERA.
That's second best in baseball too. I can't remember the last starter that's gotten a 4-run lead. Might not know how to kind of rebound from that the next inning. All the excitement.
Ryan Kreidler, the shortstop, .296 hitter with 3 homers. Twins are 23 and 27. Chopper at third, and Durbin can't get it. It's going to be down the line. That'll score a run. Bell is in. The throw comes into second. Can't get it out there, so it'll be second and third on a double for Kreidler. Minnesota gets one back. That'll make it 4-1.
Monasterio hit a similar ball, right? Be into the ground. Durbin does his best to try to get up, get this thing, try to keep it in the infield. He's unable to. Like I said, right now, 3 hitters into this second inning. They're kind of right back in it.
And brings up Cody Clemens, who's playing right field tonight. They really move him around. They put him on wheels positionally. Some power too, 4 home runs. He's 8 for 17 against lefties. He's got second and third here against Tolley. 1 ball, 1 strike. So the first 3 men in the second inning for Minnesota have all reached against Peyton. And a little swing and bunt, basically. Tolley will bobble it. He'll have no play, and everybody's going to be safe. The runner held at third, but they're all loaded up now with nobody out.
He got a little ahead of himself here. Rather than just kind of staying calm and just getting this out, he starts looking down the third base line, thinking about the base runner. He was actually thinking about coming home with that ball. You can see the way he got around it. This just should have been just take the out. Don't worry about home plate. And instead, because of that, he's unable to get an out.
Luke Keyshaw will be next, the second baseman, right-hand hitter, 227. And strike. Starting him off with a curveball. So Twins with a man at every base. Gonzalez, Kreidler, and Clemens. Clemens with an infield hit. And a base hit into right field. Gonzalez is in. Kreidler will be held at third base, and that'll make it 4-2. First 5 men have reached in the second inning against Tolley. That'll bring the pitching coach Andrew Bailey out to the hill.
There's that fastball that was really getting the swing and miss in that first inning, but gets on top of this ball. They're not going to send him here with no outs, but still got a big mess trying to hold on to this 4-run cushion that he was given in the first.
A base hit, walk, double, single, single. Red Sox had given themselves a nice little 4-0 lead. Half of that's gone.
You go back to that comebacker, right? It's 4-1 ball game, man, on second and third. You just catch that ball, flip it to first. You know, if he gets a great jump and scores, it's 4-2, man on second, 1 out. You feel like, okay, I've resettled this inning, not ideal. But instead, now you find yourself in a really big hole.
Jackson, a right-hand bat. 24 games in the minors. Takes one high up around the helmet. Just called up from the minor leagues a couple days ago. Did have 7 home runs in the minors. Here's the 1-0. 1 ball and a strike on Jackson. Byron Buxton on deck. Minnesota loading them up, 2 runs in. Fastball overpowered him there, 1-2.
So as of now, they gave that comebacker a hit.
They did.
Clemens. How is that a hit? It's a comebacker. 26.
Yeah, generous.
Go for that strikeout here if you can get it.
1-2. Yep, foul tipped in the mid, struck him out. Needed that, his 3rd K. It's the first out.
Just sort of challenging Jackson here. Is that fastball? This one a little bit more in. That's going to be tougher to get to for these righties. We saw the heater away be effective. Just Keyshaw got a piece of it the other way.
By the way, they have just now changed that to an E1 on that base hit by Cody Clemens.
Yeah, it is.
So they're all loaded up for Buxton, who whiffed in the first inning. He had not hit a home run as of April 13th when the Red Sox came to Minnesota. 16 games into the season. He has 15 now. Only Schwarber has hit more home runs over that period than this guy.
15 homers in 28 games.
Schwarber, by the way, is 20 now. 1-1. Buxton in his career with the bases loaded, a 164 hitter. He does have a couple of grand slams though. And Tolley home with a 2-1. 3 balls and a strike. Kreidler at third, Clemens at second, Keyshaw at first, and a 3-1 from Peyton Tolley. Fouled back upstairs. So it's already 25 pitches here in the second inning for Peyton. See if he can get another K here. Instead, a line drive that'll get into left field for a hit. Kreidler is in to score. Throw comes to the plate. Another run in. They're reloaded again. This is a 1-run game. Buxton with his 24th run batted in.
Yeah, another one just off of Durbin's. This goes to that cutter. 3-2. Buxton, nice little short stroke. Line drive just off Durbin's glove, just like the ground ball that went over that head. Just outside the reach.
Well, now Brooks Lee to look at the ball. Minnesota has not overcome a 3-run deficit all season. And the 1-0. Went to the curveball, 1-1. All filled up. Clemens, Keyshaw, and Buxton. One and two. Brooks Lee, named after the Hall of Famer Brooks Robinson. One of my favorite all-time players. He only won 16 Gold Gloves. 1-2 coming. He was tempted but stayed away. 2-2.
Really making him work. 30 pitches now in his second.
Tolley with a 2-2. He swings and misses for strike 3. Nasty curveball to get Lee for the second time. And 2 away.
There's a good little spinner down and in. Good strikeout pitch after coming fastball up in the zone. Show him a little spin down and in. A little curveball there.
Austin Martin is 0 for 1. He's the 9th Minnesota Twin to hit here in the second.
Try to get out of this. We're still having the lead. And it's a little learning moment, right? Trying to get ahead of yourself a little bit early in this inning.
0-1 popped up on the infield. Contreras moving over. He'll make the catch. Side retired, but totally roughed up for 3. It's a 1-run game. Already 4-3 Red Sox, bottom of the second inning. We'll see if this continues, all these runs here early on as Durbin looks at a strike. Remember, it was the Minnesota Twins who jumped all over Garrett Crochet, knocked around Sonny Gray a bit too when the Red Sox were there early in the season. They have not been a great team since. As mentioned, they're 4 games under 500.
They were rolling. Remember, even Detroit, they got the School Bull and Fromber. They took 2 out of 3 from Toronto.
Yes.
Swept Detroit, I think. And beat up Crochet and Gray.
Yeah, they hit a lot of good pitching early in the year. Strike on Durbin.
We'll get back on him.
Durbin, the only man who did not hit in the first inning, did not swing out of the lineup. Jaron Duran on deck, and then Cedar Rafaela. Connor Prelip, the Twins' 2025 minor league pitcher of the year. Red Sox knocked him all over the place in the first. He was originally drafted by the Red Sox in 2019. but he elected to sign with the University of Alabama. Spent 2 years with the Tide, went 4-1 with a 0.96 ERA, and then went back into the draft. 3-2. Liner caught by the leaping Keyshaw. Durbin is out number 1.
Still a positive sign from Caleb, right? Hitting the ball in the air up the middle of the field. Nice play by Keyshaw. Stay inside of these sinkers, a fastball that you want to see more of. I'd say it was a good decision. He was drafted in the 37th round out of high school. Went to Alabama, was drafted in the 2nd. So that was a good decision by him.
Smart move. Nice little signing bonus.
Hasn't pitched much. He, between COVID and Tommy John in college, I think he threw 28 innings in college. Got in the Pro Bowl. Tommy John again. The internal brace, actually a little shorter version of it. Finally had a healthy year last year, but only threw 82 innings. So I'm going to keep an eye on that too. He hasn't thrown much since high school.
Well, Jaron got that big first inning underway with a walk. He scored the first run of the night for the Red Sox. And the 0-2 downstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rafaela next. Red Sox facing Minnesota and then Atlanta again on this homestand. Check swing, and he did not offer. Third base umpire Addington said no. First time around in Atlanta, Red Sox did not have to face old buddy Chris Sale. That will not be true on this homestand. He will pitch again at Fenway. Here comes the 2-2. Tempting, and again he stayed away on the curveball. 3-2.
Yeah, looking ahead. Get you hits this weekend. Sale, Strider, and Elder in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Good job of Jaron. 0-2 to 3-2.
And the 3-2 home. He'll pop this up on the infield, coming on Kreidler to make the play. Yeah, 2 fast outs in the Red Sox second. In front of Cedon. Red Sox have won 3 in a row, 4 out of 5. Jumped all over Prelip in the first inning, but Minnesota came right back with 3 of their own. Cedon 0 for 1. He's flat out to right. He has a 5-game hitting streak coming into play tonight. Last 21 games, he's hitting .329. It's looking pretty comfortable in that 2-hole. He held up, and it's 3-0.
You're just seeing a lot of that. Right, 2-0. Normally he'd get big. He would swing at that. It'd be 2-1. Getting in better counts, swinging less.
Puts that in play. The shortstop Kreidler on the charge will fire on to get him. Red Sox go in order in the second. Go to 3 as we bring you the top half of the 3rd inning. Dave O'Brien alongside Sweet Lou Merlone and Alana Rizzo in the house as well. Working the ball game with TC and Jemai, both taking a little bit of a break. And Bell with a mighty cut will pop it up into right. Abreu will wait, and Willier puts that away. Totally off to a much better start than he got off to last inning.
Yeah, you got to put that inning behind you. Nobody really hit the ball hard. There's a little excuse me swing by Bell, and then a chopper over Durbin's head. Maybe Keyshaw with the hardest hit ball, but it wasn't. No one's hit the ball hard. 91 miles an hour off the bat was the hardest one they hit off of.
Gabriel Gonzalez swinging away and fouls it off. He walked and scored in the second inning, his first big league plate appearance. Batting stats presented by your local Honda dealers. 1 ball, 1 strike. Interesting series underway at Yankee Stadium tonight. Tampa Bay and the Yankees, they're scoreless in the third. Tampa Bay at 33-15, leading the Yankees by 4.5, but Garrett Cole is back with the Yankees. Cy Young winner. Two-one from Tolley. Fouled off.
Remember, Narvaez back behind the plate. Remember, Mickey Gasper's been there the last couple of games catching Tolley. Get him down in AAA, but with the lefty on the mound. If it was a righty on the mound, I bet you Gasper would be back there today.
It's an upset when Mickey's not in the lineup the way he's swinging a bat. Two and two, one down. Got a piece of that to hang in. Heard Tolley grunting on delivery, 97 miles an hour. Anything bigger than that fastball at times is his personality. It's been so much fun. Not a lot of fun to face. And outside to make it 3-2. Came in with a 2.05 earned run average. He did walk this man the first time in the second inning. And he'll walk him again. So Gonzalez aboard with one down.
I don't know if he had faced him before in the minors. You know, sometimes doesn't mean you face a guy in the minor leagues. Maybe he's got you a couple of times. I don't know if there's minor league history there, but
well,
yeah, he doesn't want to come in on him.
Good point. Very cautious. Kreidler now an RBI double in the second. He's 1 for 1. He'll fly that to center shallow. Cedon with a long run in, gets there in plenty of time. 2 down. Cody Clemens will climb in next.
Win big with the Red Sox Foundation 50-50 raffle. You can buy tickets at redsox.com/5050 through the 8th inning of tonight's game for a chance to win half of the jackpot. See the official rules for full details.
You'd take half, wouldn't you?
Absolutely. You ever do 50-50s though? Would you feel guilty if you ever win?
Oh yeah, you kidding me?
You're like, I'm on the spot. What do I do?
Can't keep it. We don't keep anything. Liner, and that one is going to be grabbed by Tolley. He'll flip it on to get the out. Nice defensive play. One walk, one left.
Welcome back to Fenway Park. The Red Sox with a 4-3 advantage over the Twins here in the third inning. Abreu, Contreras, and Monasterio due up. A quick update for you guys on Roman Anthony, who has this sprain on the base of his ring finger on that right hand. I talked to him earlier today just about the process that he's going through. He said gripping a bat, moving it side to side, that's where it's the most painful. He said it happened, of course, on one of those swings in Detroit. Now it's just about rest. He said the good thing, obviously, is no surgery is needed. It's just going to heal on its own. He said the first couple of weeks when you're on the IL, that's the worst. He said, but I am getting better, no longer with the splint, nothing else going on, just giving it a rest.
Alana, thank you very much. Hit number 2 tonight for Wilyer Abreu. He had doubled in the first inning. That was just very strange at the outset, because when he swung the bat and he got hurt, the first thought was, well, it's not going to be very long, you know?
Yeah, that was the mistake. To me, that was the mistake right out of the gate. Like, yeah, I'll be back after 10 days, or it's going to be day to day. It's a hand. You have no idea until you put a bat in your hand and you start hitting 90 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Or in this game now, 95. That's when you'll find out. And we haven't even got there yet.
Now Wilson Contreras, already a big night for Wilson. A triple in the first inning. Drove in a run. 31 runs batted in, but it was 1,000th career hit. And immediately got the baseball. We were standing at third base. He wasn't waiting for the inning to end.
No. But back to Roman, it was a little disappointing. I thought today would be a day, right? They said Friday he's going to swing. I guess a couple drives and it didn't feel great, so they kind of shut that down again.
Yeah. Yeah, it was disappointing. I'm sure for him the other day, very disappointing. But you know, there's also a cortisone shot in there along the way.
Yeah, try to calm down the inflammation.
Abreu, the base runner. Bounding ball is short. Kreidler into second for one, on to first, and that's in time for the double play. Minnesota will turn two. And the base is empty for Monasterio.
That's a good turn. That was a little slide by Abreu. Actually, there was contact to a second baseman. It's not really something you see these days.
Yeah,
you rarely see a second baseman go down, but he just did the right thing. He slid right into the bag. Nothing illegal about it.
Actual collision at second. Used to happen all the time, as you know. You were on the receiving end a couple times.
Gone are the days you have to throw it and get up.
Monasterio, a base hit and a run scored in the first.
By the way, Willier's now hitting .418 against lefties. Wondering if he can hit lefties.
I remember those conversations. Well, we got to sit him.
I mean, he came in .396. He's now up to .418. .396 was third in baseball against left-handed pitching.
2 for 2 tonight. Prelip with a 2-1 pitch. Red Sox got 4 in the first inning without hitting a home run. Red Sox 36 home runs, the fewest in the American League and the fewest in the team's first 49 games since 1993.
A lot of it's this bark for some reason. You're on the road. I think you're ranked 15th in home runs, middle of the pack. Kind of where you're hoping you would be. You know, you weren't going to lead the league in homers, but in this ballpark, you're dead last. Your runs scored, home runs, slugging. This is Fenway Park.
3-2 pitch. And he walks him. And Sox take their second free pass. This comes with 2 down and brings up Nick Sogard.
I mean, look at the numbers. Second to worst record at home. Batting average, runs per game. Like on the road, you're sort of like, okay, this is who you are. You're doing your job. You're over 500.
8-14 at Fenway, trying to turn that around. Coming off a really nice trip. And a strike on Sogard. Nick with a base hit in the first. I'd love to tell you that 93 team that didn't hit many home runs here at Fenway had a dramatic run to the postseason at the very end. That didn't happen. They went 80-82 and had Mo Vaughn on that team. You know, he hit 29. You didn't get much power anywhere else. Runner goes. Here's the throw down to second. The tag, and got him. Monasterio out at second on the throw by Jackson, and that'll retire the side. Clemens is auctioning off a chance for you and 9 friends to hit an hour of live BP against him at Fenway. Think about that. Bidding starts tomorrow at 3:10, closes after the 7th inning. All proceeds benefit the Jimmy Fund and the Roger Clemens Foundation. Rocket in the house throughout the ceremonial first pitch. His son Cody. And it's also his bobblehead night.
It is. Look at this little double bobblehead. Kind of like it. Looking styling.
Yeah, commemorating the two times he struck out 20 in a game.
This is nice. You got this one guy comes off though, so you can just kind of move him around a little bit.
He's in a perpetual crouch, but that's okay. Pretty nifty.
The Rocket. No one's worn 21 since.
Yeah.
Not retired, but kind of is retired. He had a Hall of Fame career here as a member of the Red Sox.
Sure did.
I love
Red
seeing
Sox
him,
Hall of Fame. Yeah.
talking to him.
Going to be on with us tomorrow night, obviously, and we'll talk about the auction. But the great thing about Roger is you can talk about anything in baseball because he follows the game still very, very closely. Did he offer? He did. Keyshaw will fan. Throw on to first to complete that. And it's a strikeout. This was the Rockets' first pitch earlier tonight. Touching moment there with his son.
Looks like he could still throw.
Yep, still in excellent shape.
Never forget that '86 season. I was 15 years old. You're right in the heart of it. Following the team, what he did, 24 wins. The inning totals are ridiculous. 254, 264.
What was the strikeout total?
Struck out 291 in '88.
Yeah.
Did that a couple times in the season.
You're watching the highlights on the fastballs, just blowing guys away. Rising heaters, you know.
Yeah.
Incredible.
He got that split late in his career, and it was good night.
Always enjoy chatting with the Rocket. That'll be tomorrow night on our telecast. The 1-2 from Tolley. We'll miss high on Jackson, who he struck out first time up. Buxton on deck. Red Sox got 4 in the first. Minnesota got 3 in the second. And buried that in there at 97 to strike him out. Back-to-back Ks here by Tolley. He has 6 in the book.
His fastball at the knees. Kind of rides that one up too. That's tough to lay off out of the zone. This one here, he finds the bottom of it. It's a good pitch.
Going after Buxton now. Buxton struck out in the first and had an RBI single in the second inning. Next Tuesday, when Atlanta is here, will be the 1/3 pole of the season. Big cut and a miss. Quickly 0-2. Buxton, when healthy, takes his place among the best players in Major League Baseball. Terrific outfielder.
Yeah. I remember in WBC, I know a lot of people in Boston were upset, and a couple times Buxton had hit or came in the game for Roman, and they were offended. I'm like, do you know how good this guy is? He's 30-something homers a year. He's a Gold Glove outfielder. It's okay.
That is in there for strike 3. Tolley strikes out the side here in the fourth. 4-3 Boston. Celebration fans who purchased through a special offer received an exclusive Haitian and Red Sox soccer jersey honoring Jean-Jacques Dessalines and Haiti's enduring spirit and independence. Members of the Haitian Cultural Night Committee were part of tonight's celebration, along with exciting pregame entertainment, bringing energy, pride, and traditions of Haiti to Fenway Park. Red Sox ahead 4-3, bottom of the fourth inning. Nick Sogard 1 for 1 with a single.
Got a free look at him last inning. Monasterio getting thrown out, got extra pitches.
Monasterio thrown out trying to steal second, and that'll drop in for a strike. A curveball to make it 1-1.
Look at this kid Alex Jackson back there hitting ninth, couple of strikeouts, but man, he can throw. He's got an elite arm, throws guys out well above average in this league. It's a big blow to Derek Shelton. Ryan Jeffers hurt, had that hamate bone. It's the best all-around player. Well, you had Buxton, but he was kind of the leader back there as your catcher.
2-1. Poke foul. And Prelip home to 2-2. He did walk a man last inning, also walked a man in the first. Marcelo on deck. And he'll bound that one foul. He'll have another one coming. Went back to that slider, which has been his best pitch.
Throws it 38% of the time. They're hitting 154 off it. Really not hitting this guy at all. 169 overall. Touched him up in the first, though.
Looped into center field, down for a base hit. Sogard perfect tonight with a couple of singles. Red Sox with hit number 6, and now Marcelo drove in a run in the first inning with a sac fly. Again, playing second base tonight. Should be the case again tomorrow. Chad Tracy said before the game, looking like Sunday he'll get time at short. That's the hope right now.
Yeah, I got working in Kansas City. I was talking to Flores about it. Just kind of shortstop, getting used to some angles, really more urgency, right? Got to throw the ball as opposed to maybe at second. Can't sit back on the ball, and just wanted to give him some days to work on it.
0-2. Tempted, didn't fire. 2-2.
Attacking him with all this off speed. Marcelo searching too, trying to hit that home run. That was a big one on that road trip. The last 12, just 5 for 38. 132 average.
Lunging back in Sogard. Well, you look at the skies tonight. Got a pink hue, which might let you believe tomorrow's going to be a very nice day. Swing and a miss on a curveball. He will strike out. And one away in the Red Sox fourth inning.
He attacked him with all these curveballs. That's why I said that last at bat was nice. See him get a curveball and drive it to center field. They went right back to it here this at bat.
Narvaez next. He's 0 for 1 with a fly to right. Red Sox in the Fenway greens tonight, which have been a good luck charm for sure. 9-5 in these since the Red Sox broke them out, including 3-0 this season.
Last couple didn't recognize it because they weren't walk-offs.
That's right.
The first 7 were all walk-offs, weren't they?
Incredible. Each of the first 7 were walk-offs in these uniforms. 1-1. Including one against the Yankees. Sogard off the bag. Nick can get you a stolen base. He's going to take off here. And a ground ball, and that one gets by him, which is a good sign. Didn't happen the other day. It nailed him. And he is safely into third. Narvaez taking aim at him again. First and third with one away.
Yeah, good to see here. Maybe a little old school hit and run, even with the lefty. This little sinker away. Now he stays on it. Look, nothing ground ball, but when you get a guy in action, it opens up that hole. And you mentioned Sogard. Nice job jumping out of the way of this one. He got hit by a pitch out in, or a hit out in Kansas City. Avoids that one.
So the Sox with a threat here. Here's Durbin showing bunt and lines it foul. Flo caught that, I think, in the dugout. Good hands there.
An infielder. Good idea right here. If you're able to do it. Safety squeeze.
Infield leaning in for the Twins, and the 0-1 bunts again. He got it down, and the play will be to first base as the run scores, and he throws it away. Narvaez takes off for his third. Durbin into second. The Twins butchered that, and the Red Sox bolster the lead to 5-3.
I'm starting to say it more and more. You get rewarded for playing the game the right way. You put this bunt down, safety squeeze. You got Sogard on third base with some speed. If you just put it down, you're going to be able to get him in. Now he's going to get a break on this. Maybe a play at home, but probably not. And Prelip just sort of panics. Just throws this ball away, but you were just playing for that one run. You got that and more. Well, these couple guys in scoring position.
So it's a sacrifice bunt. Error on the pitcher. Durbin does pick up an RBI on it. And the Red Sox score for the first time since the opening inning.
Well, it's nice. You're struggling to score runs. You put a little hit and run on, it works. Safety squeeze, it works. You get another one across.
Well, it's how this Red Sox team has to play.
Yeah.
Offensively. And it started with the Sogard base hit, and the bullpen for the Twins begins to move around.
That's what you want to. This Twins bullpen. 28th in ERA, 30th in batting average against. You want to get to that Twins pen.
Jared Duran with a walk and a run. He's also popped up 0 for 1 tonight. Red Sox have gone 18-4 in the last 22 games in which they've scored 3 or more runs. Sox have a lot of wild numbers like that to this point in the season. 50 games in. Swung on and missed. It's 0-2.
A lot of extremes. Well, they got over that 3-run mark. It's a good sign.
Chance for a really nice inning here. It's second and third, one down. Now Baez and Durbin leading at third and second. Prelip up to 72 pitches, 42 strikes.
The amazing thing about that stat is 21 times they couldn't score 3.
Yep, we all lived it, right? 1-2. Foul ball, just got a piece of it. Well, everybody came to the ballpark today in a really nice mood. Red Sox had a day off after the sweep, after a really nice trip, coming back to Fenway. The hope is that's a reset for games at Fenway Park. And then the Red Sox went out and got 4 runs in the first inning. Base hit could mean a couple. Red Sox really blew up the other night in Kansas City. Got 4 runs in the 9th inning. It felt more like 10 runs. One-two. Little dribbler up the first base line. The play will be the tag as a run comes in to score. Narvaez will cross home plate, an RBI for Duran. Red Sox now 6-3. Durbin down to third. And 2 gone.
Contact. Right? Wasn't pretty. Wasn't the most beautiful swing or contact he's ever had, but it got a run in. He with Narvaez running, who's still able to get that extra run in. That's a big one now. Got one more out there to get.
Cedar Rafaela 0 for 2. He held. Ball 1. Cedon's been locked in. 5-game hit streak. Against lefties this season, he's hitting .361. And looking for his first knock tonight. Nothing to hit yet. 3-0.
Well, last at bat, 3-0. We got the green light. There's a little sinker down away, chopped it to the shortstop. Probably not what you're looking for. 3-0 with the green light. See if he gets it here.
Taken all the way. Abreu on deck. Williams 2 for 2 tonight. Red Sox ahead 6-3. And the Twins phenom Connor Prelip with a 3-1. And he'll put him on. Ball 4. Sox again have had some nice at bats. That was the case in many occasions on the road trip. And they've drawn some walks tonight.
That's one of the things Chad Tracy's been preaching. Everybody was. From day one, right? Quality at bat. But I would agree. On that road trip and again here tonight. Cedon drawing a walk. He's got a few of those here lately. He looked disappointed, didn't he?
A little bit, yeah. He did.
He wants to swing.
But it gets the inning to Abreu, the lefty killer, who has doubled and singled. Two men aboard. Durbin at third. Cedon at first. 1-0 pitch to Wilyer Abreu. Fouled off. So for Prelip, a really long first inning. And this is a really long fourth inning. This is about to be his 30th pitch of the inning. 1-1 to Wilyer. Adams going to get going in their bullpen. First and third, 2 away. He was in attack mode on that fastball. 2-2.
That's one of the reasons I think the success against lefties. There he got a little big. But because he's facing lefties, he worked at it all off season. I just feel like his swing's a little shorter against lefties. Against righties, he can get a little wild at times still. But he knows he has to shorten it up against lefties. That's why he's hitting .418 off them currently.
And he'll fly that one into left, not deep. Out goes Kreidler. On comes Gonzalez. He's got it. Red Sox pick up a couple more, though. They lead at 6-3. 5 powered by Salem 5 Bank. And in the top of the 5th, it'll be Lee, Martin, and Bell. It's 2-3-4 for Minnesota. Peyton Tolley powering through the 4th inning with 3 consecutive strikeouts. And he has 7 tonight. It's had a fascinating game because he blew them away in the 1st inning. A couple of strikeouts, got him 1-2-3. As Lee will pop that one up toward the stands. Over to give it a look, Contreras running right into the netting. The 2nd inning, though, he faced 9 men after the Red Sox had given him a 4-0 lead. He gave 3 of them back. 3rd inning, only faced 4 men. And last inning, 1-2-3 on strikeouts.
Yeah, just like in that 2nd inning here, you want to attack, right? Just gave you 2 more. It's a 6-3 cushion. Just keep doing what you do, throwing strikes.
Swung on and missed. He gets another one. 97 to put away Brooks Lee, who has struck out 3 times against him tonight.
Just blowing fastballs by him at this point.
8 Ks. So a very different outing than the one he had in Atlanta. Wasn't about strikeouts. He only fanned 3 in that one. Went 8 innings. He was outstanding. Tonight it's all about the K. Austin Martin will lay off, and that's outside. Tolley facing Minnesota for the first time in his career. And popped it up. Is there play though? Move it over Contreras again to the Red Sox dugout. Backs up. That came back. And he makes the catch. You see that at Fenway on the foul lines, often down the left field line, as one will come on back and the left fielder has to stick with it. Oftentimes they overrun it.
Check out Peyton's arsenal. It's brought to you by New England area Audi dealers. Again, leading with the power four seam and sinker, some cutters, a little more curveballs than last outing. Just a show me change or two, and a ton of swing and miss here tonight.
Josh Bell, little chopper, second bounce, Sogard with it. And that's a very nice inning on 7 pitches for Peyton Tolley.
It's presented by your New England Chevy dealers.
Halfway through on a nice Friday night at Fenway. Nicer still because it's 6-3 Boston. Wilson Contreras got jammed big time. Soft roller. Third baseman Lee will fire. Got him on a close play. Wilson Contreras now 1-for-3. One man gone.
Adams. There's a little four-seam fastball in, changeup, cutter, and a slider. Coming after Prelib, only giving you 4 innings. It's the part of the pen you want to get. Mention this Twins bullpen. 28th in ERA, 30th in batting average against. See his numbers, only making his 4th appearance.
Monasterio has not made an out. He has an RBI hit, single, and he's also walked. And the 0-1. Red Sox bullpen, by the way, has tossed 10 1/3 scoreless innings. They did that in Kansas City, and Sox bullpen has a 2.98 ERA, which is second best in all of baseball. Only Texas is better at 2.85. I'll bet you that snuck up on a lot of people.
You knew you had the back end covered. Now with Slayton back, he's been fantastic. That's the thing with this Sox team. You know, they're elite in a lot of things. Rotation, bullpen, defense. Get a little bit more offense into it, like you're seeing here tonight. You can go on a little bit of a run.
Line shot down the left field line, but foul off the bat of Monasterio. Hit it sharply, but foul.
This guy's a character, by the way.
He is.
He is, boy. You see him every day. It's one of those guys that's good to have in that clubhouse. Keeps everything loose. Likes to have fun. And he can play. Done a really nice job for this team.
Acquired from Milwaukee in a trade in February. Monasterio waiting at home plate. One down and a 2-2. And past him for strike 3. On the swing and a miss. 2 up, 2 down. And now Nick Sogard trying to go 3 for 3. Change your lettuce, change your life with Tom Caron's hair doctor, Dr. Matthew Lopresti. Free consultations at 1-800-GET-HAIR. TC off for this weekend series. Off somewhere combing that great head of hair. And in there for strike. Also Jemai is off. So we have the very, very gifted Alana Rizzo with us on the sidelines downstairs and reporting tonight. She had a Nice chat with Monasterio right before the game started. Talking about getting ready for the DH role, which he hadn't really, he admitted, given a whole lot of thought to until doing it a lot more this year.
He's a utility player, boy. Trust me. What do you need? Want me to DH? Fine. First, whatever. Short, you tell me. I'm ready.
In there for a strike on Sogard. Single in the first, a single in the fourth. Marcelo would be next. Bases empty, 2 away. Red Sox ahead 6-3. And that's going to be ball 4. So he's aboard for the 3rd time. Red Sox continue to pick up their walks. That's 4 of them tonight. Meyer next.
Tough to keep Sogard out of the lineup. Little 7-game hitting streak going back to last September. On base 3 times.
Red Sox have gotten a nice lift from the guys from the Woo Sox who've come up in these last few weeks.
Well, he and Gasper have given you quality at bats with hits at the end of them. You ride that hot hand.
Marcelo had an RBI in the first inning uprising with sac fly. He has since punched out. Did homer on that road trip in Atlanta. As mentioned, we can see the Braves right after this series. They'll come to town for 3 games before the Red Sox go to Cleveland to finish out the month of May and head into June. It's rather incredible. I think I always say that when May is over. It's like, can you believe 2 months have been played already? And there were times when they were very long first 2 months. And yet, when it's all done, you're like, wow.
Quick.
That many games. Going to hit 50 games on Tuesday. Bounding ball back to the hill. Evans will gun a strike to first base to retire the side. A walk and 1 left. % right now during Bernie and Phil's Memorial Day savings event. Current homestand. Minnesota and then Atlanta is mentioned. Part of Monster Week. And Tuesday's broadcast from the Green Monster.
I love Monster Week. Last year being up there at the Green Monster calling a game was fantastic.
You know, that sounds promotional, but it's not with you. You really loved it.
It was awesome. We sit up right there pretty much at that 379 sign and watch the game from that angle. I just thought it was really cool.
It is. It's awesome. Plus we get fed up there.
Well, that's also a nice added incentive to the whole thing.
Chef Ron visits us with something special all the time. We love that. Outside of Ball and Gonzalez, who's drawn 2 walks tonight from Peyton Tolley. Peyton has struck out 8. Gave up 4 hits, 3 of them in the 2nd inning when he surrendered 3 runs, but nothing since. And a 2-1. Will be popped up back toward the netting. On the run, Narvaez lunges to make the play. It's a fine effort by Carlos Narvaez for out number 1.
It is a nice catch because it wasn't up there long, right? Not a high fly ball where Carlos can get underneath it. This is kind of off the handle, so he had to get over there. Men mess with that fence, didn't have time to get to the fence and feel it. Nice catch.
Interesting, the other day Jemai had a conversation with Narvaez and the great Salvador Perez, and Salvador really admires Narvaez's catching technique. He said, you know, we worked together in the off season. They're friends and they're also workout partners. He said he taught me a couple things that I needed to know about framing pitches.
Well, Carlos right now is number 1 in baseball in framing, +4. There's still another really nice job behind there. Blocks above average. He's tied for 2nd.
Check swing, the appeal, and it's a swing and a miss by Kreidler, and down he goes. That's another strikeout. And that is 9 in the book for Peyton Tolley.
Just as important too, 82 pitches, right? That second inning, he threw 33 pitches, and he's still able to kind of really be efficient here in this 6th inning.
2 down and a strike on Cody Clemens. Now Peyton's career high, not a very long time, granted, talking about 8 starts altogether, but that was in that Yankee game back on April 23rd when he struck out 11 in 6 innings. He had no decision. Red Sox didn't win that game.
He's trying to give up 3 runs or fewer. He's done that all 5 of his previous starts this year.
1-1 to Clemens. In play to the right side. Marcelo handles that. 1-2-3 they go. Minnesota done in the 6th. Red Sox leading Minnesota 6-3 to the bottom of the 6th inning. Narvaez, Durbin, Duran to hit against Travis Adams, who's their first man out of the bullpen. Their starter Connor Prelip went 4. He charged with 6 runs. And Narvaez a base hit and a run scored tonight. He's gone 1 for 2. Peyton Tolley retiring 11 straight. 9 punch outs tonight. It looks like he has wrapped it up for this evening. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Foul back.
Yeah, 85 pitches. There was some handshakes coming off as shakes from Tracy. Plus you got Justin Slayton getting up in that bullpen, so he'll handle the 7th. Really nice job. The 2nd inning was what it was. I think you learned some things. Up 4-0, attack, take the outs.
Floater down the right field line, moving on that. Clemens will lunge and he can't get to it. It's a foul ball. It is foul. Close down that line. That is Jen Powell making that call.
So Cody getting close to that wall. Obviously a foul ball. A little alligator arm, but it's still tricky down there. Haven't played much. You mentioned they move him around, right? Infield, outfield. Not an easy play. Get used to seeing Abreu make it.
Cody, a guy they really play at a bunch of different positions. Very, very useful guy from Minnesota. Swung on and missed, and down he goes, strike 3. Cody's played first base, played second, played left. He's been in right field. He's been in a lot of different spots. Derek Shelton, their manager. And here's Durbin. Caleb dropping a nifty bunt down in the 4th inning to get a run in. They'll fly that one to center field. Backing up on it is Martin all the way to the 379, leaping up to make the play. And 2 down. Sent that one for a ride, just not deep enough.
A couple good signs from Caleb here tonight. His first at bat, you remember he lined out hard to the second baseman. This time here again, middle of the field, getting the ball in the air. Martin goes back up against this wall, makes a good catch. But a couple of good swings from Caleb Durbin.
Two gone for Jarren Duran. Has an RBI tonight on a ground out. He's also walked and scored. If you missed the first inning, the Red Sox came out firing. They scored 4 runs in the opening inning. It's the most they've scored in the first inning all year. Peyton Tolley in line for a win tonight. He is done for this evening in a 1-1. And Justin Slayton will be the next man up. Yankees leading Tampa Bay 1-0 in the 7th. Swung on and missed, struck him out. Red Sox go fast here in the 6th inning. 6-3 Boston. Brewing America's lager for nearly 200 years. Friday night at Fenway, Red Sox in the lead here, 6-3, going to the 7th inning. Justin Slayton to make an appearance out of the pen, where he has been so very effective. In fact, he has not allowed an earned run. Luke Keyshaw, first man to test him in the 7th.
He's been absolutely dominant. His 10th appearance, 8 innings. Look at that, no runs, 11 strikeouts. Big velocity, leads with that cutter. Got a good sweeper to go with it.
And a strike at 95 on Keyshaw has gone 1 for 2. So Peyton Tolley with 9 Ks, only 4 hits allowed, 3 runs in 6 innings. Set down the last 11 he faced. That one stroked down the left field line. He's going to hook this one into foul territory. So foul ball for Keyshaw. Red Sox and Twins again tomorrow afternoon, late afternoon, and at 4:10 right here on NESN. And then we'll conclude the series on Sunday at 1:35. And then Monday off, and then the Atlanta Braves in town, and Chris Sale will pitch against his old mates. One ball and 2 strikes. Line drive into right field, down for a base hit. So Keyshaw, pretty good night, his 2nd hit. They've got a base runner. Statcast 3D powered by Google Cloud.
Let's take a look at some Peyton Tolley tonight. Some of those swing and misses. You can see the red, those are fastballs up. The blue in the bottom, those are the curveballs. That's where most of them came from, but some good sinkers, nice little cutter down and in. Fastballs up, that's where he lives, and he was effective tonight. Had a bunch of them.
Effective again. Jackson cuts right through it. He's fanned 2 times, both of those against Peyton. Keyshaw at first, and nobody out, and fouled away. Well, with his stuff and with his personality, Peyton Tolley pitching like this, he is fast becoming a star. Word is getting out around Major League Baseball about him. A swing and a miss with that sweeper. He puts him away on 3 pitches. Jackson fans for the 3rd time.
It's just attack mode there, and just a beautifully executed sweeper. Look at this, looks like it's right down the middle. The paint down and away. Those 15 swing and misses from Tolley. That's 2nd most in the season. They had 18 against the Yankees when he struck out 11. Only 6 against Atlanta. We were talking about, wasn't swing and miss stuff. It was contact. It was still effective.
And a really good lineup. Keyshaw the runner with 1 down. And Buxton will look at a strike. The guy who hit 35 home runs last year. He may well eclipse that this year. The way he's going, 15 home runs. Judge has 16. Inside a ball.
Could never keep him healthy. One of those years to keep him out of the outfield, maybe try DHing him, just trying to get games played from him. He got the games played last year.
Yeah, marvelous player when he can stay in the lineup. Game changer. He'll look at a strike. Brooks Lee on deck. Red Sox ahead 6-3. Got 4 of those in the opening inning, 2 more in the 4th. And a 2-2 from Slayton. Now pop it foul back out of play. Red Sox could jump into 3rd place tonight in the American League East. But Toronto would have to help that out. If the Red Sox win this game, Toronto would have to lose. They're playing the Pirates tonight. Popped along the right field line, racing out Contreras and Meyer. Meyer lunging for it. No one can get it. In that tough spot over near the tarp. And no play.
And Meyer way up the middle on this one. Really, Contreras probably the only one that has a shot. It's in foul territory, but just can't come up with it off that glove. I think Marcelo was kind of calling for it.
It was off Contreras' glove.
Yeah.
So man on and a man out, and 2-2 on Buxton. Very much a home run threat as mentioned.
Dangerous guy to give him a couple extra swings.
Pitch number 8 on the way next. Buxton is fanned twice along with an RBI single tonight. He's hanging in there. Another fastball. And Justin Slayton looking for the put away pitch. And a high fly ball in the left center field. That's going to carry. That's way back there. That ball is way out of here. And this is a 1-run game. His 16th home run of the season, and that'll make it 6-5. It was a long at bat. The Sox didn't make the tough play down the right field line and foul ground, and as Lou mentioned, Buxton would continue to swing, and he's a dangerous guy.
Yeah, looks like a little cutter up. That's, you know, it's a tough play down the line, kind of in no man's land, but you don't make the catch. You're giving the one guy in this lineup that you circle a couple extra swings and shot at it, and he took advantage of it.
He crushed it. 419. Brings up Brooks Lee, who's struck out 3 times tonight.
Oh, now Justin's got to relax here and pound this zone. It's the first time he's given up runs here this year. He's still got this 1-run cushion. Let's stay aggressive with strikes.
We kind of felt that coming. Buxton up there just too close. And it's a 1-run contest. Now Narvaez with the count 2-0 will head on out to the hill. Buxton had not hit a home run until the Red Sox came to Minnesota on April 13. So that was like 16 games into the season, 16, 17 games. He's hit all of these home runs, all 16 since then.
Yeah, he was hitting 182, no homers and 1 RBI going into that series. And since then, it's been an onslaught. 29 games now. He's got 16 homers.
He's hit 4 of those home runs against the Red Sox this year. Well, brand new ball game. 1 down for Lee. Tolle struck him out 3 times. Samaniego, the lefty, at work in the pen. Red Sox have had a fine bullpen. They need it tonight. And that's going to be ball 4. And has not been the same Slayton tonight. A single, the home run, and now he walks a man. Still only 1 away, and that'll bring up Martin, the number 3 hitter.
Yeah, and the fastball too around 95, still good. Just that we had seen 97, 98 from him a lot. That's down a couple miles an hour here on year average.
Martin hitless tonight, popped up a couple times and grounded out to first. 6 runs on 7 hits for the Red Sox, 5 runs on 6 hits for the Twins. Powering their way back in the game. There's a high drive left field. That is way up there. That ball is into the monster seats. That's a 2-run homer for Austin Martin, his 2nd home run of the season, but it puts Minnesota in front. And Slayton getting knocked around. Minnesota leads at 7-6.
I haven't seen it from him all year long. It's just that spinner, little sweeper. Just kind of spun, didn't do much. A couple of 2-run homers now. All of a sudden, you're trailing.
After starting the game 4-0 in the first, here's Josh Bell. Another guy who can hit it out of the ballpark. He caught an awful lot of the plate. Red Sox with more activity in the bullpen. Bell with a single, a fly out, and a ground out. And here comes Andrew Bailey. Buy a little time for the pen here.
Yeah, this happened really quick. You know, that 2-run homer to Buxton. It's hard to judge it on that one, but that 4-pitch walk to Brooks Lee kind of opened up some eyes. Samaniego got up, but a couple hitters since now, still facing Bell.
No, it's a Red Sox bullpen that leading up to tonight had been one of the best in the game, but Slayton allowing a base hit, 2-run homer, a walk, and then another home run. And that's 4 runs here in the 7th inning for Minnesota. They've kind of had the Red Sox number as far as pitching against the Twins hitters, and put up 7 tonight. And a 2-1 to Bell. Chopped back to the hill. Cradled by Slayton. Underhand toss will get him. 2 down for the rookie Gonzalez coming up next. So the Red Sox are going to have to find their offense again, which they certainly did in the first inning. Got a couple more runs in the 4th inning. It was starting to look kind of comfortable, but a reminder, this is Fenway Park. And now Gonzalez, the youngster making his major league debut tonight. He's walked twice and popped up to the catcher.
A little different night, right? First off, you put 4 up in the first. Felt like the offense was taken off. Totally gave up 3 to keep it a game, but then you extended 6-3. You felt really good about it, the way this team has been throwing the baseball.
Gently hit, charging at Durbin. Tried to make a barehanded play but couldn't do it, and Gonzalez has his first big league hit. It's also the 4th hit of the inning off Justin Slayton. So Gabriel Gonzalez, big time prospect for the Twins. Keep that baseball for him. And here comes the Red Sox interim manager Tracy heading out to the hill as Slayton gets roughed up for the first time this season. And Chad has to go back to the pen. Typically that's been a done deal when you bring on Slayton, but not tonight. A couple of home runs. Weissert coming on, and it's Minnesota on top by 1. employee pricing call to the bullpen. So here comes Weissert. A situation you did not expect to be seeing him tonight necessarily. Minnesota has jumped into the lead 7-6, pair of 2-run homers in the inning.
Yeah, Weissert coming in here to try to clean this thing up. Slayton, who's been fantastic all year long, just didn't really have it here tonight. Fastball was down, location was down.
Outside a ball on Kreidler, who's 1 for 3 with a double. Weissert stranded an inherited run on Wednesday at Kansas City after he came into the game with 1 out in the 7th. And then got 2 out in the 8th. This is his 21st appearance. That leads the staff out of the bullpen. Gonzalez, the base runner, with 2 away. Another one fouled past third. 1-2. When we go to the bottom of the 7th inning, the Red Sox will have up Cedar Rafaela, Wilyer Abreu, and Wilson Contreras. Weissert bidding for the K. Instead of Looper, and that's into center field, down for a base hit. Gonzalez to second. First and second, 2 down.
A 1-2 little sweeper. Look how far off the plate this is. Kreidler goes out and gets it. It's a foot off the dish. Now Weiss just got to do everything he can to keep this score right where it is here with Clemens.
Minnesota 5 hits in this 7th inning. Clemens is the 9th Twin to hit in the 7th. Got to respect his power, and he'll take a strike. 2-1, 2 out.
This whole team game for them has been the 2nd and the 7th. Batted around both innings. It's been quiet other than that, but 2 innings they've exploded for 3 each.
For the Red Sox, it's been the 1st and the 4th.
4 here.
1-1. Gonzalez at second, Kreidler on at first. Buxton and Martin with home runs. And the Twins are on top. Chopped to first base, knocked down by Contreras. He'll do it himself. He got to the bag to retire the side, but Minnesota has the lead 7-6, middle of the 7th. Odenheiser Home Services, now serving the South Shore and surrounding communities, local and family owned since 1928. Schedule now. And back at Fenway, Yoendrys Gomez, the 6'3" right-hander, facing the Red Sox for the first time in his career. And as we take it to the bottom of the 7th inning, Twins with the home run power in the 7th inning, scoring 4 runs, have turned this game on its ear. Cedar has gone 0 for 2 of the walk tonight. He held up.
Make this guy find that zone. Mentioned that 12 walks in 22 innings.
Hot shot, backhanded by Lee. He's up and gunning, and got him by half a step. That's a double if it gets by him.
That's a great play. This ball is scorched. Nice diving stop and a short hop, and then getting it over there. Get a speedy Rafaela at first. You're not kidding. That's leadoff double written all over it.
Brooks Lee, named after Brooks Robinson, who could not have done it better. Wilyer Abreu with a double and a base hit. He is 2 for 3. That was against the lefty. He's hitting .298 with 6 home runs. And flicks that one foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Red Sox knocked their starter Prelip out of the ball game. He went 4 innings. Red Sox got him for 6 runs. Right now, that's not going to be enough. And a high fly into left, not deep. And Gonzalez will grab it for the 2nd out. 2 down for the Sox in the 7th. Time for our strong play of the game, presented by New England Chevy dealers. Together, let's drive.
This is back into the 1st inning. Contreras off the wall, gets away from Martin. He's going to think for 3 here. He gets in there. That's his 1,000th career hit, and there's some emotion coming from Wilson.
Said, I want that ball back. Number 1,000. They got it right to him. So he's 1 for 3 tonight. Fouled it back right underneath us.
It's close. You were ready.
Trying to make a play on it. Yeah, that would have hurt. Been nailed a few times. It's downstairs, 1-1. Monasterio next. Red Sox looking for a base runner in the 7th. Looked to hold up, and he did on the sweeper downstairs. Garrett Whitlock up in the pen. Ideally, the Red Sox would still have the lead. It was going to go Slayton, Whitlock, and if need be, Aroldis Chapman. Fouled away. Well, Red Sox have been walk-off kings in these uniforms. See if they're forced to do it again tonight. In the Fenway greens. Here comes the 2-2 from Gomez. And a foul at home plate.
Looks like Whitlock's going to come into this game down a run. Just trying to keep it right where it is. You believe in the greens.
Did he offer? No. Some defensive changes here for Minnesota. In center field, Outman takes over. That moves Martin over to right, and Clemens from right to first base. And a 3-2. And struck him out. Sweeper with the K. 1-2-3 go the Sox here in the 7th. Late stages here in a Friday night. Minnesota on top by 1, even though the Red Sox started with a bang tonight. A 4-0 lead after 1 inning. Twins have come battling back and using a home run ball to do it in 7th inning. So now to the 8th. And Weissert fires a strike to get in front of Keyshaw. And Jackson, and they have to face Buxton again. Who's driven in 3 runs tonight, a home run and an RBI single. And Weissert's 1-1. Passed him at 93. Red Sox going to have to rally to win a 4th consecutive game. That's something they have not done this season. Win 4 straight. Coming off a nice sweep in Kansas City. 1-2 pitch now from Weissert.
They rallied late. You know, in Kansas City, that 2-run homer by Jarren Duran in the 7th. Something they haven't done really this year at all. And trailing late.
Rocketed but foul quickly into the seats.
They were 2-23, trailing after the 6th when Durant hit that homer. Only 1-22, trailing after 7.
Two on the way, and runs it full. Buxton a 2-run homer and Martin a 2-run homer in the 7th. It stunned the Red Sox, who are now down 7-6. And that drills him. A 3-2 pitch. That'll put on the number 8 hitter. Kershaw reaching for the 3rd time tonight. And the catcher Jackson will be next.
Yeah, 3-2 too, trying to get that sinker in. Really missed. They got Jackson here, 1-run cushion. Gonna be alive for a bunt. Of course, that would open the door to just walk Buxton. So see what they decide to do.
Samaniego up for the 2nd time in the Red Sox pen. Here's the number 9 hitter with a man on. He pops up a bunt. Narvaez can't get to it. But foul, strike 1. Jackson's had a rough night. He struck out all 3 times up. So there will be no decision tonight for Peyton Tolley. Quality start for the lefty. 6 innings, 3 runs. He struck out 9. He allowed only 4 hits. He departed with a 3-run advantage. Runner goes. Here's the throw down by Narvaez. The tag. He is going to be out. Kershaw cut down, trying to slide and stay clear of the tag, but no success there. 1 away.
Yeah, this is a nice throw by Narvi, and good tag here. Making sure you get him. Got him right there in the face. It looked like he didn't have to go back, but just to make sure. I don't know if that was a missed sign, rather than trying to take off the bunt and maybe put a hit and run on, but you don't often see the bunt and run too often in this league.
So 1-1 on Jackson. And so the bases are clean, and a 2-1. Little ground ball at third, fielded by Durbin cleanly. 2 out. Buxton up next.
That was what happened in the 7th inning. Little cutter up and away. Buxton deposited. This made it a 6-5 game at the time, but then a hanging sweeper to Martin. This was the killer here. This gave the Twins a 7-6 lead. 2 home runs in that inning. First run Slayton's given up all year.
Buxton with his 16th home run. And he'll look at a pitch inside, ball 1. Along with that, he has a run scoring single way back in the 2nd when they scored 3 times. Done all this scoring in 2 innings, and so have the Red Sox. Change up, 1-1.
Yeah, you want to be careful here. 2 outs, very dangerous hitter up. See if you can get him to chase out of the zone like he did right there with that changeup.
The 1-1 from Weissert. Tampa Bay has a late lead at Yankee Stadium, 3-1 in the 8th. And that weekend series getting underway. 2-1. It's gone to 3-1 on Buxton. Ground ball sharply. Durbin will fire across to get him to retire the side. Middle of the 8th. Red Sox running out of chances, down a run. CBS proud to be a part of Red Sox Nation and all the communities we call home, delivering trusted care, everyday essentials, and support that goes beyond a prescription. You can learn more at CBS.com. At Fenway, Red Sox need a rally. They trail 7-6 last half of the 8th inning. And Masataka Yoshida will lead it off as a pinch hitter. First AB tonight, hitting .258 without a home run. Eric Orsi will take over on the mound for the Twins.
20th appearance, fastball, that 93. Good split. Little slider to go with it. You see those walks. Another guy not afraid to walk a guy.
Masa used to seeing good split finger fastballs in Japan, of course, before he came to the United States. Here's the 2-0. And right through there for a strike. 7 runs, 9 hits and an error for Minnesota. 6 runs, 7 hits and an error for the Red Sox. Sogard on deck. And grounds that one to the second baseman Keyshaw. A routine play for out number 1. Chapman is up in the Sox pen. Sogard will be the hitter.
That's in case you get one, or hopefully 2.
Mickey Gasper's got a hard hat on. Sogard's had another good night with a pair of singles and a walk. He scored a run too.
Neither team's used that challenge yet. Split look down.
First game of the homestand. Red Sox with a 3-game win streak on the line. Pounded in there for a strike. 0-2. Marcelo Meyer on deck. Sox have not had a hit in a while, going back to the 4th inning. Nobody aboard, 1 down. We're in the 8th. And Orsi with a 1-2. Past him for strike 3. 2 quick outs for the Sox. Red Sox looking for some magic out of somebody. Here comes Meyer now. He does have an RBI tonight in the 1st. And the Red Sox grabbed a 4-0 lead. Since then he's fanned and grounded out. Hitting .218, 2 home runs.
It's a good split from Orsi. He's got that fastball's 93, but it's a lead extension, 7 feet 1 inch. It gets on you.
Ground ball toward the middle, but a backhand knockdown. Now the collection. The throw is going to be late. Keyshaw had a chance to end the inning there, but he mishandled that ground ball. And Meyer is aboard here with 2 down. That'll be an error on Keyshaw.
Backhander up the middle. It's off the end of the bat. Hit a little harder. Maybe he gets through. Just kind of handcuffs him. Keeps it close. Kind of pops up and gives him a chance to throw right off that heel. But not in time to get Meyer.
Minnesota with his 2nd error tonight. Narvaez up now 1 for 3. A single and a run scored for Carlos. And ball 1.
You got that split. You know, if you're Meyer, you're not stealing. Be looking for a ball in the dirt. Somehow get the second base. He's really good with those reads, but Jackson can throw. See that split in the dirt. Maybe he can get to second.
Marcelo with the lead and 2 away. 2-0. And a right-hander from the stretch with 2 away. And that'll be ball 3. Another one like that. There'll be a runner in scoring position for Durbin.
Take a shot here at 3-0. Look for that 4-seamer and a half. Something you can drive.
I think you do. Let's see what Carlos thinks here. The 3-0. Taken all the way. That's ball 4. So an error with 2 down and now a walk. The challenge here by Minnesota.
Well, it's way up. It's an awful challenge.
Not even close.
There's the ball.
We'll get Gasper here.
ABS powered by T-Mobile, so that'll bring up the pinch hitter Mickey Gasper. He will hit for Durbin. Figure it was a matter of time before Mickey got in. Activity in the Twins bullpen. Anthony Banda. So the wheels are turning here.
Here to see if Shelton goes and gets him. Turn Mick over to the right side.
No sign of that yet. We'll see. He sits safely in 6 of his 7 starts, 10 for 29, and now the manager out. And Bonda's coming on, so Mickey will move over to the other side of the plate, hit right-handed. But the Red Sox giving themselves a chance here, 1st and 2nd. More in a moment. Plymouth Rock auto and home insurance for Boston sports fans by Subaru of New England. Love, it's what makes Subaru Subaru. And by Aura. Wish you could delete yourself from the internet? Try Aura today. Friday night in the city. Red Sox trying to rally. They are trailing the Minnesota Twins 7-6 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Anthony Banda, the left-hander, with a .664 ERA to take on Gasper.
Yeah, not the same guy he was out in L.A. Fastball is going to be about 94. He got a slider, a good one, with a changeup to go with it.
Red Sox have the tying run and Marcelo Meyer at second. And Narvaez just took ball 4. He's at first. And the crowd at Fenway springing to life.
Well, Mickey is 2 for 4 from the right side.
The pitch comm issue here for Banda. Two on, 2 out. Mickey hitting .344. This side of the plate does a great job going to right. See what Banda has in store for him. And he will take a strike. A slider to get him started. 3 for 7 with runners in scoring position. And the 0-1. And a high pop to right. On comes the right fielder Martin to make the catch and retire the side. Red Sox with a mini threat there. They'll strand 2. You know, the official hospital of the Red Sox is Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center, advancing medicine with breakthroughs in research, nationally ranked specialty care, and innovative treatments. Learn more at bidmc.org. Left-hander Samaniego out of the bullpen to pitch here in the top of the 9th inning and keep it right where it is at 7-6.
All right, throwing the ball real well. 17th appearance. See that ERA? You mentioned it. Got to keep this a one-run game going to the 9th.
Brooks Lee with a walk. He's also struck out 3 times. Kiner Falefa now at short. Sogard moves from short over to third. Lee, Martin, and Bell. That's 2-3-4 for Minnesota. And a 1-1 hammer to third. Right away, Sogard tested it. Karam's off the body. And the leadoff man is on.
That's the tough part about moving over to third base. This ball here, it's about the first step. If you don't get this first step, you got to come in and try to get this on the short hop. There's a hesitation. Almost plays into an impossible hop here off the chest.
It's an E5. Martin dropping down a bunt, trying to push that by the mound. Contreras, there's no play to be made there at first. Red Sox don't cover in time. Red Sox have been outstanding defensively this season, but not necessarily tonight.
Yeah, this one here, no man's going to see Marcelo behind him trying to get there in time, and I don't think he would have. Well placed bunt, but he better, well, maybe not with. Bell's not even in this game anymore. Maybe another bunt here.
Yeah, Outman, James Outman at 185 without a home run. And he's turning to bunt. That's up high for a ball.
Contreras charging hard. Outman's going to try to put this to Sogard.
Two on and nobody out in the 9th inning for Minnesota. And that one knocks him down. Did he offer at it? He did not. And it got him. It hit him.
I think you may want to look at this.
And so the bases are going to be loaded.
They're going to want to look at this, even just for the situation, maybe. I'm not sure if he pulled back. Wow. He pulled back in time. I think that was almost by him and hit him in the helmet.
Did. It was a grazing shot, but knocked the helmet off as he went down. And the bases are loaded with nobody out.
Just got the brim of the helmet. Didn't get him square, but still, that'll wake you up. They're trying to give you outs here in this 9th, and you can't get them.
So an error. Base hit on the bunt and a hit batsman. And Tracy heading for the hill. And then Guerrero was just called up from the minor leagues.
Bring that big fastball with him.
Tyron Guerrero coming out of the pen. And we'll get a look at him here in a moment.
It is tarps off here at Fenway. Tyron Guerrero coming into the game out of the pen in an unenviable situation. Bases loaded, Minnesota on top 7-6, top of the 9th. I had a conversation with him quickly as he just got recalled from AAA Worcester. He said, I want to attack the zone. I want to attack the hitters. He worked with Aroldis Chapman back in spring training, and also when Aroldis had spent some other time with him. He said, last year in winter ball, the biggest thing I wanted to do is learn how to attack the hitters. He says, once you can throw in the zone, your confidence goes up. He said, I knew the velocity was there, but I had to throw in the zone more. Once that was there, the confidence and the location is the whole package, guys.
All right, a lot of bases loaded, nobody out for him. His first pitch is right through there for a strike at 99.
Well, this is what he has. You see his numbers down in AAA, and an impressive fastball. It's got up to 102.5, a little slider to go with it.
Trevor Larnach, the hitter, coming off the bench. With a man at every base, Lee at third, Martin at second, Outman on at first. And trying to keep this thing from going totally haywire with the Red Sox down by 1 in the 9th. And 2-1.
Guerrero's been everywhere, right? A couple years in Japan. Did some winter ball.
Facing a guy who's 5 for his last 33.
This is part of it too. We talk about the strike throwing. This is what it was all about for him down in Worcester. Now a little different atmosphere. Has been in the big league since 2019. 35-year-old big boy, 6'8".
Counts 3-1. And he missed again. Ball 4, and that'll force in a run. And Brooks Lee reached on the error by Sogard to begin the inning. Will come on in to score. That'll make it a lot tougher. 8-6 now. On a bases loaded walk. So reloaded with nobody out. And Kreidler tonight, good night going, a double and a single already. And having trouble finding the plate. 98-99 looks good, but it's got to be a strike. He's thrown 6, only 1 strike. They lead all the way around for Minnesota. And that's in there for a called strike.
Yeah, the infield's kind of, they're coming home on a ground ball, especially with nobody out.
Martin, Outman, and Larnach around the bases for the Twins, and a 1-1 from Guerrero. Tampa Bay leading the Yankees 4-2 in the 9th, trying to hang on. And the slender right-hander with a 1-2. And put him away with a slider. Out number 1.
That's what 100 does, right? Couple good sliders, one to kind of get a strike, and the other one to just put you away. It's a big arm. You get ahead, you're going to start seeing swings like that.
Here's Cody Clemens. 0 for 4 tonight. Bases jammed. And he'll look at a strike at 100. And a challenge.
The strike call.
Get the bottom. Yeah.
It is a strike. Minnesota has no count remaining.
Sometimes you don't see 100 very well.
Oh, best.
Especially down there. They're all out.
First, second, and third for Minnesota. Ran it up there again at 100. 0-2.
That's just by you.
And an 0-2 pitch to Clemens. And he'll hit a high pop into left center. Duran and now Cedar Rafaela said, "I don't make the catch." They won't test it as he fires to the plate. Made a terrific throw. They all stay put, and now 2 down.
Nice job by Guerrero, kind of getting that first at bat out of the way. You never want to walk in a run, but settling in here to get ahead here. Keyshaw try to keep it right where it is.
Keyshaw with a couple of hits, 2 singles. He's also walked tonight. No place to put him though. 2 down. They're all jammed up. 8-6 Minnesota, and he'll look at ball 1. And now a challenge.
Catcher shot the ball call.
He had a couple left. This one looked a little down.
Narvaez asking for one, and it is a ball.
It's ball. Boston has one remaining.
A run home here in the ninth to open up a 2-run lead for Minnesota. And a 1-0 will be fouled away. Keyshaw, 1 home run on the year.
Both his singles have been the other way. Kind of stays on it.
Guerrero's 1-1. Pumped in there for a strike. 98. 1-2. Red Sox have Duran, Rafaela, and Abreu due up in the bottom of the ninth. 1-2 ground ball to third, gobbled up by Sogard into second. A lunge there by Meyer, but got the out. Had a foot on the bag. They're going to not do anything here, I think. Shelton looking back. Yep, they will not. As we take a look at that final out, Red Sox coming up in the bottom of the ninth. Auto service of the Red Sox. Red Sox got a really nice start out of Peyton Tolley. Quality start he'll have. Nothing to show for that tonight. Red Sox pitching and defense had been excellent for most of the season, but tonight those are the parts of the game that have let the Sox down a little bit. Larnach will take over in left. Red Sox had a 4-0 lead after an inning tonight. So bottom of the ninth, Jarren Duran will take up high for a ball.
Yeah, a little something we hadn't seen, right? Defense kind of let you down, but really it was Slayton who's been so dominant this year, especially coming off the IL, a couple of home runs. And that 7th cost him.
Jarren tonight a walk. He's gone 0 for 3, has driven in a run. And then Cedar, Rafaela, and then Wilyer Abreu. And Bonda, the lefty, with a 1-1.
Shelton sticking with Bonda. Got lefty, righty, lefty. Morris getting loose. Case gets a little deeper than that, maybe. Got to get a runner on first to get a shot.
And the lefty's 1-2 pitch. As we showed you for Jarren, just a couple of at bats against this guy. Trying to reach to begin the last of the ninth. Bonda home with a 1-2. Swung on a miss. It gets away though. That popped off the mitt and all the way down to first base. Jarren Duran. No chance to make a throw to get him. So the Red Sox, despite the K on a wild pitch, will have a base run.
He'll take it any way you can get it here. Just get on base, right? You're looking for usually a bloop and a blast. You don't usually say K in a blast, but you'll take it. Slider's way outside. Jackson unable to get it.
Skipping up on top of the netting. Here's Cedar now. 0 for 3 with a walk tonight. And he represents the tying run. 8-6 the Twins. Abreu lurking in the on deck area. Swinging a high fly ball out to right center. On the run, Outman calling for it on the track. He makes the catch. Back to first goes Duran, and Cedar just missed it. He rounded first base. He was skipping, hoping that thing would carry. One down.
Wrong time of year. Hit that ball well. First off the bat, thought he drove it out there. It's a long way out there, Fenway Park.
Abreu now double and a single first couple of times up. Since then he's flied out twice, 2 for 4. And looking at a strike. He is 2 for 6 against Bonda. Contreras next. And Duran with the lead at first. Tampa Bay did beat the Yankees 4-2. Toronto leads the Pirates 6-2 in the 8th inning. And a 1-1 from the lefty. That's a strike. 1-2. One-two to Willier. That'll miss. 2-2. Durant struck out, but a wild pitch puts him at first. He leads again in a 2-2. Ground ball to second. Keyshaw flips to second for one on the first for the double play. That will end the ball game. 4-6-3. Minnesota rallies from a 4-0 deficit in the first inning. Red Sox get 6 runs at Fenway tonight. Can't win the game.
Oh, we didn't see many of these this year. You're right. The offense not done enough, especially the way they've been throwing the ball here lately. Comes down to that bullpen again. Slayton was so good. Couple of home runs in that 7th. Gave up 4. Something we hadn't seen from this team. This loss kind of hurts here to start this homestand.
Yeah, it does, because of the way the game began for the Sox. They were sitting pretty after an inning. Stay tuned for WB Mason Extra Innings Live. Adam, Will, and Matt will break it down, the key moments. Plus, you'll hear from Chad Tracy and Peyton Tolley. That and more coming up after the break.